Hi everyone, it's Zoe from Book Reviews with Zoe, and today's video is round 2 of the Tardis chooses my TBR. So this is going to be for the month of February. So hopefully the dice and the Tardis is nice to me this month. So before choosing how many books I'm going to pick out of the Tardis jar, there's 2 books, physical books, that I need to get to in February, and that is my Buzzwordathon book for February, which is a verb, so turning the tide on plastic, so non-fiction book, nice and short. And for the catch-up book club hosted by Becca and the Books, and this year they're doing the Joe Abercrombie series, so I need to read the first one in this series, which is The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. We had January and February to read it, so I need to read it in February. And I also have an ebook. Hopefully I remember to put a thingy up here or up there, which is The Pale Dreamer by Samantha Shannon, which is one of the novellas in the Bone Season books series, because the A-Star read-along group are doing Samantha Shannon's Bone Season this year. So I've read the Bone Season and the first 2 books, I think, but I've not read the novellas, so looking forward to reading those ones. Right, so let's roll the dice to see how many books I'll be pulling out of the Tardis jar in February. Six, that's not bad. So the dice rolled a 6. There you go. So I'm going to be picking 6 books. This time around, I'm going to try something different. In the second time of doing this game, I'm going to pull the 6 books out first and then show you the books, just to see how that flows. So let's get into the 6 picks. So here's the Tardis jar, and so hopefully it's nice. There are some chunky books in here, so hopefully we don't get 6 chunky books. So let's see what we get. God, it's very tight. So one fell out of me, so that was this one. So I'm going to pick it. It seems like the universe is telling me I need to read whatever it is. So the first one is KU, which stands for Kindle Unlimited, which is fantastic. So that's book 1. Let's try book 2. The book 2 is House of Names. Yeah, House of Names. Excuse my very bad writing. As you were if you watched January, I have shocking handwriting, so sometimes I can't work out what the other room. So book number 2 is House of Names. Let's go into book number 3. Okay, this one, which is no idea what the hell that is. Frostheart, which is actually probably pretty good for Polathon. So that's 3. So we've got 3 more to go. Let's go. What's this one? No idea. Children of Virtue and Vengeance, which is, I think, the sequel to Children of Blood and Bone. So that is 4. So let's go. Book number 5 is Saving Missy. And the final book is let's try this one. No idea what that is. Thursday Murder Cop. That's Richard Osman. So that is the 6 books that I chose, which was none of the ones that I needed to desperately read in February. That's alright. So I'll go and grab these books. I'm back. Took me a while to find some of the books because some of them were actually hidden, which is the whole point of this TBR game, is to randomly pick books and actually find books that I probably would never gravitate to. So let's get into pick number 1, which was KU, which is Kindle Unlimited. Don't know what I'm going to read for this one. I'll probably be in a reading vlog, but most likely it'll be one of the books from one of the authors that's attending Rare Melbourne in 2023, because I'm attending Rare, and so I want to read more of the books to see if they're any good, and lots of them are on Kindle Unlimited, so that's what that one's going to be. So then, book number 2 was The House of Names, which is actually by Colin Tobian. Doesn't really have much of a synopsis on the back. It says from the thrilling imagination, best-selling award-winner Colin Tobian comes his ambitious, violent and modern retelling of one of our oldest and most enduring stories. So it's a Greek retelling. Judged and despised and cursed by God, she has a long since lost faith in the murderers. Clausimus tells the deception of Agamemnon, how he sacrificed his oldest daughter to the Trojan campaign. So it's a Greek retelling. Yeah, I don't know much about this, to be honest. I've never read any of this person's books, and looking at their list at the front, they've written a lot, but it's actually nice and short, yeah, it's only 261 pages long, so a score. So yeah, I don't mind a good Greek retelling, so let's see what this one's like. Then pick number 2 was Frostheart by Jamie Littler. This is a middle grade. I know How to Train Your Gavin. Absolutely loves this series. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. Don't know really much about it. All I know is it's far out in the coldest part of the monster-infested snow sea. Ash waits for his missing parents with only his grumpy Yeti guardian for company. So it sounds like a lot of fun. Especially because February is our hottest month of the year, so it would be nice to read a cold book. Then, pick number 3 was Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tommy Adeyemi, which is book 2 of Children of Blood and Bone, which I absolutely loved. And so I'm looking forward to reading this sequel. This one came out a few years ago, didn't it? When did this one come out? It came out 2019, and this series, I'm not sure if Tommy Amiani is still writing book 3. I hope so, because I enjoyed the first one, so maybe I'm going to enjoy the second one. So, yep. And then pick number 3 was a book called Saving Missy by Beth Morrie. I actually don't know anything about this. This was another book that I got in a mystery book cruiser box a while ago. Miss Carmichael's life has become small. Grieving for a family she has lost or lost touch with, Missy is haunted by the echoes of her footsteps in her empty home, the sound of the radio in the dark, and the tick-tick-tick of the waiting clock. Yeah. Says, Missy knows that her loneliness is all her own fault. She deserves no more than this, and not after what she did. A chance encounter in the park with 2 very different women opens the door to something new. So it sounds like a contemporary. It's actually a beautiful cover. It's got this. Never heard of it, but looks another nice short read. So that's great. And the last book I picked up was, haven't read it yet, picked up from the Tardis TBR jar, is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman, which is book 1 of the series. Richard Osman was the host of Pointless, I think. Yep, I think that was Pointless, one of the co-hosts. All I know is this one is set in an aged care, and the residents of the aged care facility are trying to solve a murder. That's all I know about it. So, sounds like a lot of fun. And Richard Osman is a very funny person, so I'm imagining this book also will have funny elements in it. So this was all the physical books that the Tardis picked out for me, which is actually not that bad considering February is the shortest month, and I'll go and grab the other 2 books that I have to read in February. Yep, so adding the blade itself and turning the tide on plastic, it actually doesn't look too bad. I think this is probably the most chunkiest book I've got on my TBR, but I'm actually looking forward to reading all these books. They all seem really, really interesting. Some of them I would automatically gravitate to, which is this one, and others not so much. So I'm looking forward to these books. If you've read any of these books, let me know in the comments. That'll be great. And so far I'm really enjoying using my Tardis cookie jar to choose my books. If you got this far in this video, like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you all in another video.